So you are here because you want to know more about Lima, Peru food tours. Well, let me tell you, you are in the right place. I'm Sam. This is Lucas.
Hello.
Hello. We're the co-founders of the Lima Gourmet company. So we've been running food tours, award-winning food tours in Lima for over a decade. So we are going to let you know today our take on why you should take a food tour while you're in Lima, Peru. So Lucas, why would anyone take a food tour in Lima, Peru?
What do you mean, why? Peruvian food is just the best.
It's rhetorical at this point, yes.
Well, I'm Peruvian, and you would always expect Peruvians to say this, but actually it has won many international recognitions in the last 10 years. The World Travel Awards, for instance, has named Peru the best culinary destination in the world several times in the last 10 years. It has some of the top restaurants in the world. 3 out of the top 50 restaurants in the world are here in Lima. Also, when you do a food tour, you get a unique insight into the traditions, culture. If you go to a restaurant and you just order a dish, you don't know the story behind, you don't know where it comes from, what influences, what ingredients, techniques, etc., and where it comes from. So that is something unique that the guide can explain to you what you're having. So it helps you a lot to understand what Peruvian food really is. And last but not least is a question of logistics and time. If you're a foodie or passionate about food, you would need a solid week in Lima trying the different restaurants, different techniques, etc. Whereas in a food tour, you can go to several places and try the best of the best in just one day. So in Lima, you cannot afford to come to Lima and not to do a food tour or try the food, really. I mean, it's what it is.
It's fact. It's just fact. So what to expect on a food tour? So kind of reiterating a lot of what Lucas already talked about, the ingredients. So we're going to do a deep dive into the ingredients. You're going to visit a local market. You're going to see kind of how ingredients are sourced. You're going to see what they look like in their raw form. You're going to see how to cut different fruit, how to taste it, what things look like, what you are actually eating, right? So the ingredients are of, prime importance. Also, you're going to get curated routes. So Lima is a city with over 200,000 restaurants. So with that in mind, you get to have a curated kind of trail throughout the city that is designed by experts who know what people are looking for and how to really highlight that in the kind of taking advantage of the time, right? Third reason is the culture and history, like Lucas mentioned. So instead of just going to restaurants, having the dishes, you want to know more about what's behind it, what migratory movements, what are the influences. You get to discover all of that on the food tour. Additionally, in our case with Lima Gourmet, we want people to really take advantage of Lima as a destination. So we want people to understand the layout of the city, the lay of the land, right? Every neighborhood has its distinct feel, its own identity, and the restaurants and the places we visit are going to reflect that. So you get to know how Lima works, the ins and outs, and that's going to be true of a lot of different either tours or cities or destinations. So you understand where you are. And then the last reason is that it's really going to be kind of your best introduction into Peru. So if you take this tour, let's say, or you take a food tour at the end of your trip, it's a great way to wrap things up and have a lovely day. However, you're in for a real treat if you take the tour at the beginning, because then you understand a little bit about culture, politics, society, economy, traditions, and of course, you do this all through the scope of food and the palate. So, best intro into Peru or to any destination for that matter, hands down. So,
Don't miss out.
don't miss out. Hope to see you in Lima.
See you in Lima.
Safe travels.